Welcome to week number 6. It's the week of May 11th, 2020. For Bridges lessons, we have 1.4, 1.5, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, and again, you can plan on doing one per day, or if you would like to do a couple in a day, or do the math part Tuesday, Wednesday, that's up to you. Since we have the family drive-by and the student pickup, maybe you want to do 2 lessons on Tuesday, but again, you guys can figure that piece out. For IXL, the 3 topics, H1, G17, and FF, and it doesn't have a number with it, it just says new, and it's H1 multiplied by a multiple of 10. For example, 80 times 3 would be a question you'd see. Multiplication facts, missing number, and then FF new is multiply to find the area of a rectangle. The daily math warm-up, so 57, 58, 59, 60, and then after this week and next week we'll be done with the daily math warm-up packet. And also you can see here there's no May calendar observations. You can see that I took the calendar down. I went back and forth on doing that, but I decided not to do the calendar observation piece. If you haven't submitted your calendar observations last week, late is better than never, so you can send it in anytime if you want feedback with that. Looking at some of the skills that will come up in your math journal, I'll take this down. If we look at when you guys were in first grade, I would guess, you probably have seen the fact triangles in regards to addition and subtraction. So if your teacher were to cover up the 7, it would be 3 plus 4 equals the big number on top. If you were to cover up one of the side numbers, you'd have a missing factor. So it'd be 3 plus something equals 7. And then you'd have to use your maybe subtraction skills to do this difference between these two numbers. You'll see it on your multiplication journal page where you have fact triangles where it's multiplication and division. And again, the big number is on top. This one has multiplication and the division symbol in the middle. So if you do 5 times 6, it would equal 30. Or 6 times 5 equals 30. And if you were to cover up one of the factors in this case, and you were looking to do the division problem, then you might do 30 divided by 5 would give you the answer of 6. So just like I did up here, there's 4 number sentences that go along with this fact triangle, and there's 4 number sentences that go along with this multiplication, division, fact triangle. You'll notice that up here, in the addition sentences, the big number comes at the end. In the subtraction, the big number comes in the beginning. Same pattern you see here. In the multiplication division, the big number, the product, so it's factor times factor is product. Product is at the end. And then in the case of division, the big number comes in the beginning. A couple examples. So this is page 234 of your math journal. And if you're doing 1 lesson a day, this will be Friday's math journal. And then the challenge part does get tricky, but I'm going to show you the strategy of solving these. And these are 3 that I pulled directly from your math journal, so you'll know the answers for a few. So these are called a balance equation. And what your job is to do is to have both of these totals be equal to each other. Balance equations. Okay, so we know the answer to 9 times 5 already, if you know your facts, and that would be 45. And I would suggest when you're doing this page to write the answer above or below the one you already know. So then when you come over here, this has to also equal 45. So when you're solving this, a couple ways you could do it. I think the best strategy that I would recommend is taking the big number minus the small number, and that would tell you the other number you're adding to 19 to get to 45. So if I were solving this page, I would work towards 45 minus 19. That's what I would do. And if we were to use the traditional column subtraction, for this purpose, we'll just do the traditional column. You take one group of 10 away from 40, and we turn it into 10 individual ones. So the 5 becomes 15, and then here 15 minus 9 is 6, 3 minus 1 is 2. Looking at the next one, I'm going to change color just so the numbers don't get mixed up. So let's do Vikings purple. All right, this one we have 3 times 9 . 3 times 9 is 27. And then the answer to 68 minus something equals 27. So again, if we find the difference between these two numbers, the 68 and the 27, that should give us the answer. And you can see there when I did 68 minus 27, the answer I got is 41. And you could check your work. You could say 68 minus 41 would be the 27 there. Okay, I'm going to erase the work we did and pick a different color for the last one. How about, unfortunately, we'll do Packer green too. Here we have 8 times 3 is 24. So the answer of the next one needs to equal 24 as well. I'm going to look at this one a little bit different. If you were to find the difference between 24 and 40, you might have seen this year or last year. So the difference between 24 and 30 would be 6. So 30 would be a friendly number. So if you're finding a difference between 27 and 30, you go up by 6. And then the difference between 30 and 40 would be 10. So that is one way to do it. These type of problems, it's so easy to make a mistake. You might just see the 24 there and put 24 in the answer. But 24 is not the answer over here. That needs to equal 24. All right. That's all I have for today. I'm hoping to see you at Washington tomorrow for the drive-by parade. And when I say it's tomorrow, I'm recording this on Sunday, so I don't want to confuse you. So the pickup and the drive-by is Monday, May 11th. So hopefully I see you guys in person tomorrow. That would make me happy, make my day. All right, have a good day.